Okay, we started with MSN Recorder Max, a screen recorder, and I'm going to put it on the very right side corner of the screen. It produced the video file name that I'm going to paste at the beginning here. Control V. My video 25 for the year 2025, 08 for the month of August, and 12 for the 12th day of August. And then the time 11 for 11 a.m., 37 for 37 minutes and 0 seconds. .mpeg. So now I highlight it with a cursor. This is the video file name of the screen recorder. In addition to that, I'm going to record a video. I'm pressing the recorder and recording a video of myself demonstrating what is the topic, one of the topics of the day, which is a Halo hat ads. And in this case, it is a Halo ad hats. Let me mark it in my notes here. Halo hat ads of wizmore.biz, which is a domain name and a domain name extension. Domain name extension. So the domain name itself is wizmore and then .biz. The domain name is wizmore and the .biz is the domain name extension. And it has also a matching telephone number that spells the words wizmorebiz. And I'm going to segregate it so I can illustrate how I'm typing this domain name. Wizmorebiz is equal to 494 for the area code, 494 for the area code. So I'm going to surround it with parentheses, close parentheses and open parentheses surrounding the area code, and I'm going to repeat it for the name. Open parentheses before the word whiz and close parentheses after the word whiz, and then the remainder of the phone and of the telephone number is more, which converts to 6673 .biz is 249 based on the American dial pad. 249. And you can put a 1 in front of it, indicating that you may have to dial 1 before the number, depending on what kind of a phone you are using. So this would be the vanity phone number that matches the domain name. So I'm putting in vanity phone number. At the same time, I want to comply with the requirement of Google Voice for the account X-Strategy Run. So I'm going to try to log to X-Strategy Run and make an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT, which is also a vanity phone number that I'm going to insert at the present point. So I open parentheses, $800 close parentheses, and chat, uppercase GPT, is the AI to illustrate the idea. So far, I've explained the idea of a vanity phone number by having two vanity phone numbers right now. One of them is on my sweatband, 305ontrial.biz, which is a domain name and a phone number, and it translates to 305 668 7425. It's a little hard to read because it may be in reverse order when you view it on the screen. And on top of it, on my hat, that is on the under part of the rim, this is a fishing hat, which on the under part of the rim is a domain name, one open parenthesis with close parenthesis more dot biz. So with more is the domain name and dot biz is the domain name extension, and it translates to the following phone number, which is right underneath it. So the number 1 in yellow, then open parentheses in red, then the area code 949, 9 in blue, 4 in orange, and 9 again in purple, and then close parentheses in red, followed by the phone number of 6673. So let's repeat it again. 949 for the area code, 6673 for the phone number for the first part, and 249 for the last part of the phone number. So these are two examples of vanity phone numbers and a domain name and domain name extension, where the domain name extension represent the phone number. Now I'm trying to log into the account Strategy Run. So to do that, I want to mark the account number, edit and copy it to the memory. But before I do that, I'd like to start a new video clip. So I'm going to stop taking video for now. Then I want to double click it to verify that this video works well, and play it back. Recorder and recording a video of myself demonstrating what is the topic we're going to today. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to X out of that. Oops. And start a new video clip that will focus on the other topic, which is making an outbound computer call to ChatGPT to comply with Google's voice requirement to keep the number. Okay, so now I want to log into the account X Strategy Run. Also concatenate the notes here to form a file name. I want to delete some spaces, extra spaces here. Make sure it is one sentence. Then delete add a space and delete the carriage return to have one complete file name. And segregate it by open brace and close brace. So a bunch of closed braces and open braces to segregate this particular topic from the rest of the topics in my notes. At this point, I want to navigate to the browser and see if I can log into this account and make an outbound call to ChatGPT to discuss the idea of a halo hat ad or ads, and also of a vanity number hat ad on a sweatband, on a head sweatband. So I'm going to make this another sentence. It will be a vanity phone and number vanity phone number, and the vanity phone number is 305 on trial.biz. On trial.biz. Okay. On trial.biz is actually the domain name. So I'm going to copy the domain name and the domain name extension. So domain name and domain name extension, copy and paste. And now let's put in the vanity phone number that matches it, is open parentheses 305, that can also be represented as DAL, D0L on trial.biz. On trial. Oh, I want to put the numbers. So the numbers are 668 7425. 7425. Vanity phone number. Okay, so we have the domain name on trial, the domain name extension .biz, and then the matching phone number DOL, DOL. Actually, I should put it on top. So DOL will be on top and the digits will be on the bottom. So D0 0 and capital L. Notice the slash through the 0 indicates that it is a 0 and not an O. Then on the bottom have 305 668 7425, a vanity phone number. So it is a domain name and a domain name extension and a matching plus a matching 305 305 668 7425 vanity phone number. I'm going to try to make it into one large sentence. that can form the file name. And it may be too long, so I will have to trim it. For that purpose, I may put up Excel to measure the number of characters in this phrase, even though it is not complete yet. So let's see if I can log into this account, X strategy run. So I'm going to open my browser here. See if I can open a browser, get into an account, and change the account. So I want to scroll down, and then I want to select add another account. Then I want to scroll down to the bottom again and select use another account. Then I'm going to paste the new account with Control V. Oops. So I didn't get the right account. I'm going to go back to my notes and copy the correct account and then paste it. Also, I'm going to minimize everything else that I don't need to have here. So the account is X strategy run. And here it is, X strategy run. Next. And next. And now I'm logged in successfully into X strategy run. I got some messages that I want to delete. Security alert and Google Voice that is telling me something to the effect that your Google Voice number will expire in 30 days. So I want to mark these two messages for deletion. And by the way, this is also a vanity phone number and a domain name, which I'm going to delete for now. And then I want to navigate to Google Voice. So I want to navigate to Google Voice. Here's Voice. And in Voice, I want to make an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT, which is now renamed by ChatGPT as Gestao e Ativos LTDA. So I'm going to click on it and make an outbound call to this account. Help me by telling me about, uh, yeah, I would like to know about a topic that is Halo hat ads. Maybe I'm not familiar with it, but it is Halo, HALO, hat. No, no, just let me finish. It is Halo, hat, ads like advertising. Ads like advertising. No, no, not no. Listen to me. This is this is three different words. Halo, hat, ads. These are ads that are placed on a hat, on the brim of a hat. That's right. So, for example, on a fishing hat, on a fishing hat that has a large brim, when you wear it and you turn it towards the camera on a video conference or something like that, it has a display of an ad. In this case, it is an ad of a domain name, wizmore.biz. So a domain name and a domain name extension. The domain name is wizmore and the extension is .biz. Can you repeat it? That's right, but this is only one part of it. Underneath the domain name and the domain name extension, there is also a matching vanity phone number that spells the domain name. In this case, it is 1 949 6673 and 249. Can you repeat the number, the vanity phone number? No, 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 no. 949 is correct. That is the area code. But the phone number itself is 6673 dot, and the rest of it is 249. Repeat the phone number again, please. No, no, no. Not 673, 6673. Repeat 6673 or 6673. And you forgot the extension biz that converts to the number 249. Biz, the letter B converts to 2, the letter I converts to 4, and the letter Z converts to 9. So together it is 249. Repeat the entire phone number. Perfect. So this is a vanity phone number that when the domain name and the domain name extension is converted to digits based on the American or the international dial pad on the phone, it produces the matching vanity phone number. That's right. And in addition to that, I also wear a sweatband, a head sweatband with another example of a vanity phone number and a matching domain name and domain name extension. In this case, we are talking about the area code of 305 and the domain name is on trial. The domain name extension is .biz and that converts to the matching phone number of 305 for the area code, 568 for the phone number, and the last four digit is 7425. Can you repeat this domain name and domain name extension and its matching vanity phone number? No, 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 not 568, 668, or 668, and then 7425. perfectly correct. Now, keep in mind also that the area code 305 can also be translated to the word dull, D0L, which will be pronounced as dull, DOL. Exactly. So the domain name can be either ontrial.biz by itself or dull-ontrial.biz. Dull misspelled with a D, 0, and L. Can you repeat it? That's right. And this is part of a strategy, of a business strategy that is called X strategy, which is yet another domain name and vanity phone number. That's right. And let's review again what is the area code and what is the domain name. In the case of X strategy, run, RUN. So XT, XST is the area code of 978, and the word a strategy run is the phone number of 728 and 3497. Can you repeat that? No, 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 not 720, 728, like 728. And the last four digits are 3497 or 3497. That's right. And this is an overspell. What does the overspell means? It means that the phone number omits the last two letters of the domain name, the UN. So the domain name X strategy run overspells the phone number with two extra characters, U and N. Did you understand it? Explain what is an overspell, as I demonstrate in this case of X strategy run and the matching phone number of 978, 728, and 3497. That's right, and we can omit it. And thinking about United Nations, UN, United Nation, to make it easier for people to remember to omit it, because if you call a cell phone number and you add the last extra characters, it won't work. It will work on a line, on a old telephone line, but it will not work on a cell phone. So it is important to stress for users to drop the UN for United Nations and dial only the number itself, which ends in the digit of 7. That's right, and I'm not including the country code because this is right now limited to the United States. So, so far for that, the question is how good is it as a strategy, as an X strategy to use these vanity phone numbers and matching domain names, and especially to advertise them the inside of a fishing hat, forming a halo around the head of the speaker. That's right, and since this is also the case of a Google Voice number, one has to comply with the Google Voice requirement to make an outbound call every 90 days. So, for that reason, I want to save it on my Google Voice folder to indicate that I made the outbound call and it will not expire within the next 30 days. Can you explain it? That's right, and I con- I connected to it a sentence that explains our theme. And our theme for now, or the theme of our discussion, is combining a vanity phone number and a domain name in on a halo hat ad as a strategy for advertising and promoting the concept of a halo hat ad, which is a fashion and advertising kind of combination for video conferencing when talking on Zoom or some other internet video conference and broadcasting it live so people can remember the domain name associated with it and the phone number. And the event that they see the video, they can click on a video hyperlink and the AI chatbot will dial on their behalf to the phone number and port them to the website. In this case, wizmore.biz, and its matching phone number would be 949 6673 and 249. And the most important thing is the business theme. This is just not a vanity number and a domain name and a vanity number. It tells about the business theme, which is an AI wizard that will help a business, that will have an enterprise getting more business. Hence is the name Wiz More Biz, and the AI wizard chatbot. When the user clicks on the video on YouTube or some other video player, will chat with the user and ask the user, "Do you want to be ported to the website Wiz More Biz?" and get assistant from the phone number 949 6673 and 249. Can you explain it? What is the business theme behind this combination or this pair of domain name and its matching vanity phone number? That's right, and this is a chatbot, but it is not just a simple AI chatbot, but it is rather an AI caller. Much like 800 ChatGPT, this AI can be a, will be a voice AI that will chat with the user, helping him navigate the More Biz website to find out how can his enterprise get more business. That's right. This is called an AI caller. An AI caller is an AI that is attached to a phone number that can receive inbound calls. In this case, it will be an inbound call to the AI caller, and the AI caller can respond to the click a video hyperlink. So when the video is playing on YouTube, for example, it will have a video hyperlink. When the user clicks on the image of the hat, for example, then the AI caller will respond by asking the user if the user wants to be ported to the Biz website and get assistance, online help from the AI caller, and it will automatically make an outbound call from the device of the user, which in my case is a PC, will make an outbound call to the certain vanity number, which in this case is 949, 6,673, and 249. So explain what is the concept of an AI caller. And the most important thing is the chat that will follow, where the AI caller chats with the users and shows the user how we can gain knowledge from the wismore.biz website, and specifically discuss the user's aspiration as far as getting more business. And also another example of a pair of a domain name and a vanity phone number is X strategy run, and this will be a strategy that will help a business run to improve the business success. Did you get it? That's right. And really, X strategy run has as its X is the first character, which means unknown. So unknown strategy run can refer also to automated trading strategies. Automated trading strategies is another example of an AI crawler that trades securities. For example, futures, commodities, equities, and this is an automated program that will trade Bitcoin on cryptocurrencies. So a user that wants to run an automated trading strategy can also benefit from it. So that will be the interpretation of X strategy run, to run a strategy that will trade securities on behalf of the user, which has been developed and programmed by expert traders that specialize in certain trading environments such as cryptocurrencies, equities futures, or equities stocks, bonds, and so on. Can you explain the dual meaning of X strategy? On one hand, X strategy run refers to a business strategy to be more successful and get more business, and this is a dual meaning. On the other hand, it is also dealing with automated trading strategies of securities such as cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, futures, uh, equities, commodities, and so on. What did you understand on this topic? That's right. So when the users see that hat advertising of, okay, so the 5 minutes that remain will be perfect for a summary of what we discussed. So let's summarize our discussion concerning and I will read it from the file name, starting with X strategy that will not expire within 30 days for complying with a Google requirement, and I'm recording it in a file name and an MPEG file name that I will publish on YouTube. Then the topic of a Halo hat ad of one Wismore Biz domain and name and domain name extension that translates to the number 1-949 6673 249, a vanity phone number much like 800 chat GPT, and another example on a sweatband on that is displayed on the forehead of the caller or the participant in the video conference, dial on trial.biz, domain name and domain name extension with a matching phone number of 305 area code 668 and 7225 a vanity phone number. Can you repeat it as a summary of our discussion for now? Are you still there? I understand that we have only 5 minutes left, so let's wrap it up. No, no, no. 6673, not 673. You're missing a digit. Repeat the phone number correctly. Which is a vanity number that includes only the domain name and excludes the .biz domain name extension. Yes, it's not dial on trial, it's dull, like DOL, like a puppet, which is 30305. It is also a misspell because it's not O, it is 0 with a slash across the character to indicate that this is a 0 and not the letter O. The digits 0 and not the letter O in the area code 305. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go back to my account and upload the phone to my drive. So I'm going to navigate to the drive, to the Google Drive. Then I'm going to select New, Folder Upload, paste the folder name, and delete the folder. I delete the file name. I want to keep only the folder without the rest of it, and the folder is the Google Voice folder. So I'm backspacing to the beginning of the string, which includes only the Google Voice subfolder. And then enter to upload. Click on the upload button. It says uploading one item. Starting upload. And then it asks upload option. I want to keep both folders, the previous folder and the current folder, and click upload again. And now I'm looking to see how many folders it will say that it is uploading. In the meantime, I want to make an additional folder and save it under its own name, X Strategy Run. So File, Save As, paste the file name, and create a new folder that spells the name. So I'm going to go to Documents, click on Documents, and then click on New Folder, and then paste the name and overwrite New Folder sub 3, Control V with the new folder that I want. And I want to delete all the extra characters beyond the folder name. Then I'm pressing the Enter key. Let me navigate to the beginning to make sure that this is what I want. Yes, I want to delete the prefix that is irrelevant. So I press the delete button, and now I keep only the domain name and the phone number, and double click it to open it. And apparently it shows that I've had it already. So I say yes. Do you want to merge these folders? And I say yes. And then I want to navigate to that folder. So I want to navigate to open parentheses X strategy run. So I want to navigate to open parentheses and then the letter X. And here I see something that resembles it. Here is X strategy run. Double click it. Pick up the path, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then insert it at the beginning of the file name. Move the cursor to the very left side of the file name field, and then with Control V, try to paste. And as you can see, it has too many characters. So I'm going to go back and trim the file name a little bit, save a few characters. So I'm going to trim a few characters out of this folder. Halo hat add, I can make it into one word and save a couple of characters here. And then delete the off A, save a few characters there. And then I can delete the word number, so it will read Vanity Phone 800 Chat GPT. Let's see if now I can fit the entire path as a prefix to this file name. Control V. No, it's still too long. So you see that I'm missing about 3 or 4 characters. So just will say domain, name, and extension. I'm going to delete this redundant domain name. So domain name and extension will be good enough for now. Then I'm going to go back and give it another chance. Backspace to the beginning again and try to paste Control V to paste again. And this time it fits. So I'm going to add a backslash. Then I got a complete string with the prefix of the file name and the suffix of the prefix of the path and the suffix of the file name. So then I can mark it, review the path, then click on the file name itself, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then click the save button, and then paste it. Control V. And then I want to upload it to my Google Drive again. In the meantime, I'm going to go back to my dialog box with Google. Let's do it full screen and see that it failed for some reason. I don't know why it failed. 1 of 107 failed. So let me try to upload the file by itself first. Folder upload. The new file that I created is much smaller, so maybe that will work. So I'm going to paste Control V, the entire string, and then back it up so it includes only the path, only the folder name. Okay, and then press enter one time, and then enter another time, and then click the upload button, and it says upload 4 files to this site. And click upload, and then I want to keep both, and then click upload again, and let's see if this time it will work. So you can see that it worked fine. So since that worked now, I want to repeat what failed before is the Google Voice subfolder. So I'm going to go back to my notes. I'm looking for my notes. And then I'm going to pick up the Google Voice folder by itself. Mark it first, then go edit copy to the clipboard buffer. Then go back to the Google Drive, press the plus new, select the folder upload, and now I'm going to just paste the folder upload and see maybe it will work now. Control V for this Google Voice folder or subfolder, then click the upload button, then click the upload button again, and hope that now it will be able to upload the 107 files. In the meantime, I can go back to my notes and mark. I want to keep both the previous folder and the current folder. And then I want to go back to my notes to mark the 4 files that have been uploaded here. So I'm putting in the number 4 immediately after the file name and file save. And then I'm hopeful that the next one will succeed. 107, 41 of 107. So I'm going to go back to my notepad and strategy run and type, I think it was 40 of 107. And now I saved it too. Save. It failed again. I don't know why it keeps failing. It's only 135 gigabytes or 15 gig. And it cannot upload this one file. Let me try to save it again and try it again. So I'm going to my notes again. Strategy run. File. Save. Plus folder upload. Control V to paste the folder name, enter, and click upload again, and click upload yet again. Give it one more chance to upload it, and if it doesn't work, we'll continue later. Google Voice. keep both folders and upload again. Let's monitor and see it reached 11 files. It may be that one of the files there has some kind of a problem. And I may have to close the file first, and then it may work. And reboot the machine so there are not too many running programs in the background. That's what I need to do. I need to close some of the files. It looks like, yes, it doesn't have enough memory. So let me go back and I will close all the notepads. Too many notepads open. Let's close some of them and I'll run it again. So I'm going to close all the notepads that are open here. Just too many files open all at the same time. And try it again, because the machine cannot handle all these open files. Now, with only one folder open, try it again and see, maybe that is the problem. So click the plus, new, and folder upload. Paste the folder yet again, Control V. Press enter. Select upload again. Click upload again and give it another chance. Now I deleted all the notepads that were left open and hope that that will leave more memory for this upload procedure. In the meantime, I want to select keep both and upload and look at the camera and make sure that it is still working fine, and it does. Let's see if this time it is going to work. And hopefully this time it won't crash so quickly. No. It crashes also. So let's see if I have any other files that are open that I don't need. There is no Excel that, oh, Word folders, that's the problem. So let's close some of these Word files. And this is a major memory guzzler, so let's close it. Save. Let's close all the Word documents. And now that I closed all the Word document, let's try again. Maybe now it will work. Select upload again. You can see if that works, how poor is the diagnostics of Windows 11. They should have programmed to check what is the availability of memory and tell the user to clear some of the memory. So now 1 of 107, with hopefully more memory, it will work for the fourth time. Also, another issue is the video file name. I may have to terminate the recording, which also less than a minute left, which also strains the memory. It didn't crash already at file number 71, so it went much further, but then it crashed again. So I'm going to open my camera and stop the recording and try it yet another time. Okay, we'll stop this recording, double click to see if it works well, play it back. A call to ChatGPT to comply with. So that worked. And now try again and see if this works. Plus, folder upload, paste the folder name, click the upload button, upload again. And if that doesn't work, I'll just reboot it. That will clear the memory and all the spyware that may be running in the background. Reached 90 already, which is further than any other time, and failed again. Okay, so for this reason, I'm going to also stop the recording of MSN Recorder Max. Let's go to MSN Recorder Max and stop this recording.